Hey guys, welcome to another episode. This is Mintac. Today I'm going to be talking about the TacX Pro Gear belly band holster. Here's just a little preview of it. It does stretch out. I'm going to give you a little bit more details about it. But basically this holster right here is meant for concealed carry. Can be used for everyday carry if you so choose to use it. But also it is just meant for purposes of exercises like going on walks and running and jogging, stuff like that. So it's a perfect substitute for concealed carry while you're doing some exercises. Now let me tell you a little bit about this. It comes in three different sizes. The small fits up to a 36-inch waist. The medium, or their standard, fits up to a 44-inch waist, and their extra large fits up to a 54-inch waist. As far as gun compatibility, we're talking everything from Glock 19 to Springfield XDs to Glock 42s, bodyguards, anything like that. So it'll take a pretty good sized gun, and I'll go over some of the specifics as far as what I've used to carry in this particular holster. There are multiple different carry positions with this. You can carry appendix, you can carry hip, behind the hip. You can actually use it as a shoulder rig further up on the chest. 12 o'clock position, open carry inside the waistband. So there's different possibilities with this belly band holster. And we'll go through some details with that. But basically for this particular holster, and I use particularly a lot, so maybe I need to like cut that out of my vocabulary. Anyway, for this holster, this is a 1-year warranty on it. You have to understand that belly bands, you're going to be using them up. They're going to get sweaty. The Velcro. So we'll see how long this holster will last as far as longevity. And anyway, so it's got a 1-year returnable warranty. Actually, you can register for a 1-year warranty within the first 14 days of owning this. But a lot of positive reviews on this. So let's get down to the desktop and get a full review on the particulars of this holster. Okay guys, so this is the TacX Pro belly band holster. This is the standard size, so it is the 44-inch. And excuse me if I get my feet in there, but it has got a sewn-in spare mag carrier. Right now I have the Canik TP9 SF Elite subcompact, so that's what's fitting in there right now. So this is a subcompact, but it is about the size, a little bit smaller than like a Glock 19. So it fits in there really well. The thing I want you to notice about this holster is the fact that the retention strap actually covers the trigger guard, so there's no chance of a misfire. And so it's got the thumb retention, so it's a simple click of your thumb and that thing is coming off, and so that works well. I just want to also show you a lot of work went into developing this concealed carry belly band holster. The fact is that the pocket that you see here can be used to put in your keys. It can be used to put in your ID, concealed carry license, just a numerous amount of things. I've used it to carry my keys and my license and while I'm out running. So I just want to give you an idea of the size of this pocket. Let me just get my tape measure out here. So that pocket is approximately 4 inches by, let me get it the other way here so you can see it. 4 inches by about 5.5 inches. The cool thing about this is that if you're carrying appendix or hip at 1 or 2 o'clock, this pocket is very accessible without exposing the firearm itself. And I'm going to show that in a little video demonstration in a little bit. But so it's really nice. I can unzip this, grab my ID or grab my money without exposing any of the firearm. And so that's a positive with this holster. Let me give you an idea of the width of this holster. Sorry, I'm using my teeth. The width of this holster is approximately 5 inches. So 44 inches long by 55 or 5 inches deep. So yeah, so it has got the neoprene actually is filled with holes. You can see that. So it offers a little bit more breathability than some waistband, belly bands that are out there. And so if you are out running, there's a tendency for the sweat to wick a lot better with this model compared to other models that are out there. Okay guys, first I wanted to show you a little bit of everyday carry. And the one thing that I forgot to mention is that the zipper pocket is RFID blocking. So it's kind of a nice feature. You can see what I mentioned before is you can actually reach up, find your zipper, actually get in there and grab what you need as far as your ID or for your money, and nothing is exposed on that half of the holster. So it's a nice feature. Goes all the way back here. Let me just lift that up. Goes all the way back here, and I can zip up. And again, the gun is not exposed. I can zip and pull out what I need to. And that goes for if I'm wearing a vest or if I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt that is pulled over. Basic concealed carry stuff. So again, I carry with this holster. If I'm going to carry, I normally carry appendix, or I'll come over here at 1 or 2 o'clock. You'll notice I try not to print as much as you can in any concealed carry situation. You don't want to print. And so what I did is I put in the base plate for the 10 round instead of the the 12 round instead of the 15 round, and so it conceals a little bit better. But I have a vest on, and I can wear this with a long sleeve button down shirt, and nobody's going to think anything else or that there's anything under there. So great concealed carry option. Like I said before, you could actually wear this belly band further up in the chest area. You can change it to, I can actually move this around even more and go even further appendix carry. The thing that I like about the way that Taylor and the company has set this up is that thumb strap is very easily accessible. I make sure that my button sits above my jean line so I can easily pull, and boom, you're good to go. No problem with clearance. No problem getting it back in the holster. Everything's good to go. Like I said, that button patch protects the trigger guard. You can go even further conceal carry if you need to. Let me tell you something that I wanted to mention about all belly band holsters is that over a period of time, you might have issues if you do not have the trigger brake. You might have an issue with your gun riding up and out of the holster. So that's the reason why there's a trigger guard. I just want to mention the fact that most belly band holsters, or those belly band holsters that do not have a retention strap, if you conceal carry on an everyday basis and you're sitting there getting up and down and getting out of your car seat or your desk, that firearm will have a tendency to creep out of the pocket. So I'm glad that TacX Pro put in the firearm retention strap. Like I said, it's very easy. You got a lot of spring there, and it's very easy to get a grip of your firearm. Again, very easy, very quick. So I like that about this belly band holster. Like I said, nice. You can put it. You can carry this anywhere. Like I said, it's universal. It can go from appendix all the way back to back here if you want to. I'm not sure if I would ever do that with this particular model or a belly band, because I'm more comfortable going deep and boom, getting my firearm from the front side. Anyway, so I wanted to show you what everyday carry looks like with this holster, the belly band holster. And I'm going to go to what a exercise look might look like, where you're wearing either jogging pants or shorts or what have you to go out for an exercise session. And so stay tuned here. Hey guys, I am on an early morning run wearing my TacX Pro Gear belly band, and it is 5:45. I think I'm around the 3 mile mark, and the belly band is working awesome. I've got a sweatshirt on, and I've got a underlayer, base layer shirt on, and yeah, it's working really well. I'll also show you if I can get a good picture. It's kind of dark here, but you can't really see it all that well. anyway, it's working out well. There's no movement whatsoever of the firearm, which is good. And there's no rotation around the waist, which is good. And so this will be my everyday running gear. What is that? EDRG? It's my EDRG. So it is a very practical, very comfortable way to carry, especially when you're running. So anyway, I better get on with my last miles in. All right, I'll tell you my final thoughts in just a few minutes. Okay, guys, I thought I would share my experiences with the TacX Pro belly band holster, and I have to say that it is excellent holster for what I intend it to be for. Now, for me, it's going to be a holster that will be used for running and exercising outside. It might be used for mowing the lawn, or any time that I'm active, I will probably be using the belly band holster. And just because of A, it is extremely comfortable. B, it has all kinds of benefits as far as extra mag holder and zipper pocket, so I can put my keys in or ID or anything like that. So it's like a I hate to say this, but it's almost like a woman's purse, where you can have pretty much everything that you need all in one spot, and quickly, easily accessible. And so the reason I'm wearing this today is I just wanted to show you just briefly what mine looks like. I'm not going to show you the back. I mean, I think most people are interested in the pocket, the pocket and its utilization, the mag holder and its utilization, as well as the pistol holster. And I've already explained exactly size, dimensions, and all of the other logistical stuff with this belly band holster. I just want to give you a final impression of how I think and what I think of this thing. And so again, I'm going to be using it for my runs and jogs and walks outside. I'll most likely use it for snowshoeing in the winter, and pretty much anything where I am active outside is where I'll be and when I will be using it. And so I just wanted to give you a quick, I mean, this is what it looks like. I've got my 15 round spare mag in there. Now, the one thing I did discover, I did go out running today. I put in 4 miles, had absolutely no issues with it. The one thing I will say is that I probably will not carry an extra magazine when I'm running, because I think the 12 round capacity is probably enough to do its job. I will stress that training is a key factor in how much ammunition you're going to use, okay? So make sure that you train and you're not wasting your ammo. You want to make a good shot placement the first time. You don't. Okay, so what I did is I reached out to a number of different forums just to get and gather information about other people's experiences with belly band holsters. I also wanted to find out if they had ever used one before, if they'd be interested, and their thoughts in regard to belly band holsters, period. And so I just want to read you a couple of comments and a couple of questions from some individuals that have never used one or have used one, and what they're looking for in a belly band holster. And so I just wanted to answer those questions as they relate to the TacX Pro belly band holster. Okay, so Jack, he said, I kind of like the pocket, but at the same time, if you need to get anything out of it while at a store, it might be a dead giveaway that you're concealing. Do you think you can get into the pocket without people knowing and showing your weapon? And the great thing is with, let me bring my computer back alive. The great thing is with this holster, and I'm going to tip this down a little bit, hopefully not lose my connection, but hopefully you can see. But I can actually lift up, and if I need anything at the store, like my ID, I mean, look at that. The gun placement, they did a good job in placing the positioning of the pistol because the gun is right here in the center, okay? If you noticed, all I had to do is reach up. I'm not exposing my firearm. I am not exposing my spare magazine. And so basically I can dig in there and I can get out a little wallet, or I can get out my keys, or I can get out my ID or whatever it is, zip it back up, and put my shirt back down. And so there really is no issue with exposure of my weapon. There's no issue with exposure of my spare magazine. Now, if I'm going to crank it all the way up and then look, problem. All right, so let's see what Mike has to say. Mike said, I have several brands, not bad. My only dislikes on them is the soft material that covers the trigger, and you'll find when you sit, it tends to push the spare mag up and out. I've dropped my mags in public before. So I explained it on the previous video that the snap covers your your trigger guard, and so it's it's not a hard material, it's sort of a soft material, but there's no issue with safety concerns in regard to a malfunction or a misfire. And so I really like the fact that they decided to put the release right over that trigger guard, so there is really no issue issue in regard to a misfire, and it's very easy to pull up. Okay, they did a good job of actually covering or making that flap for the release very easy to get to. I can if you know where the position is, I can go up just slightly and I know that it's there, and bang, I can draw. Okay, so great positioning on that. As far as the spare mag holder, you saw that I had used it inside the waistband with the tack belt on the outside. There's really no issue from a concealed carry daily perspective, EDC perspective. I never had a magazine drop out, so I never had an issue with that. Now, I like to carry my gun at appendix position, and so really there was nothing that would push the magazine out on this one. I can't say whether or not that would happen at a 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, or 3 o'clock, or even a backside position, so that remains to be seen. But for my purposes in regard to this holster, it's going to be concealed carry when I'm running and jogging. And so I'm not worried about that. Like I said, I probably will not be using a spare magazine when I'm running. That cuts down on weight and limits that potential of that popping out when I'm running and moving up and down. All right, next question is, or comment is Noah. He said, not a fan of the strap that goes to the grip, or the grip. They seem too much in the way taking it off, and when you have to draw, I've had them catch, but only on a hammer-fired guns. Probably good with a striker fired. Looks good. I'd try it, is what he said. Again, the accessibility of the release on this is really nice, really easy. And so I will just kind of strap that out and then draw. My gun is loaded, I'm not going to lie. That's because I'm using it every day. Okay, I'm not going to unload it for the purposes of this video. You have to make sure that this right here is always in a safe position. Okay, so I can reach up, grab, and draw. Finger, safe position. Okay, I've talked about this before, but when you're reholstering, you don't need to, you're not Clint Eastwood, okay? You're not putting it back in your holster like quick draw, okay? And I'm out, and I'm on target, okay? No issues. That strap breaks away pretty cleanly. Again, pretty quick draw, no issues. Hammer-fired gun, I'm not sure. I mean, my wife's 380 is a hammer-fired pistol. I don't plan on carrying that. I carry a striker-fired. So it's worth a try. If you have a hammer-fired gun, if you want something like the TacX Pro, get it, try it. You can always return it if it's not working for your hammer-fired gun. All right, Jeff, what are these like for trigger safety? Being softer material, is there any worry about not having rigid trigger guard coverage? Now, I kind of covered this in the, I also covered this in the TacX Pro inside the waistband holster. And really, there's nothing that's going to get in there. This is meant really for, sure, concealed carry, but again, for me, it's going to be more running, jogging, exercise. I don't plan on working with this on a daily basis. I don't plan on going out in the shop where I might lean over and you know, mess with anything that's going to get in the way of that trigger. Like I said and mentioned before earlier in this video, is that the strap cover is right over that trigger guard, so I have no worries about that, especially if I'm just out walking, out running, or whatever. So anyway, I really love a couple other things that I really love about this holster for running and exercise is that let me just take it off for a minute. I'm going to unstrap. I'll take this off, take the firearm out. It's all safe. We're good. And I'll give you a good, clear perspective of this. Is that I'm not sure you can see that or not. Where's my camera? Yep, you can see the holes in there. That is meant for breathability and moisture wicking. And I was on my run today, and it was actually raining outside, and I had no issue with this gathering sweat and being, you know, not breathing well. So I think it helps with that breathability for exercise purposes. So great on them. The Velcro is actually, man, the Velcro is strong, and I will do a little test of that. I'll latch that on there, but the Velcro that they come up with is pretty decent Velcro. I had it was actually catching on my running pants too, and staying in place. But yeah, it's got some weight to it as far as sticking on there really well. So yeah, so it's not going to come off anytime soon. Durability, you know, that remains to be seen. Like all Velcro, it does wear out. I'll give you a closer up shot of the pocket as well, because I'm not sure I really showed that, but you can see it is, like I said before, it is RFID protective for anything that you might want to put in there. So yeah, so great holster. This is going to be my go-to for my runs outside. Because of this whole coronavirus thing hitting, I'm now working from home, and so usually I go to the gym and work out. I do like jump rope, and I'll do lifting, and you know, it's a cycle like that. Well, I just started working out from home, and so most of my workouts now are outside and running between 3 and 4 miles a day, and I'll stretch it out even more. But this is going to come in extremely handy. It was nice to be able to put my keys in the pocket the last couple of days that I've run, and like I said, I'm going to run without the magazine in it probably tomorrow if it's nice. But retention on my firearm was excellent. I had no worries about my firearm flying out as I'm running. Comfort-wise, extremely comfort. So this gets a, you know, I can't think of any negatives in regard to this holster. For its intended purposes, for exercise, it's a home run. Don't hesitate if you guys are looking for something to hit the trail with, whether it is biking or whether it is running or snowshoeing. Cross-country skiing would be another perfect example to use this for. Don't hesitate. Great holster. Check out TacX Pro Gear. I will put the link down in the description. All right, guys, if you have any questions, let me know. All right, see ya.